Hello everyone, this is a demo of the car rental dashboard Notion template. You can find this Notion template on Gumroad, and I'll provide the Gumroad link below in the video description. Okay, so first of all, I would like to give you a tour of the template itself. So right now we're at the home view. This is where your first land when you open the template. And as you can see, it has two main subpages, fleet and trips, along with the preview of those two pages here. As you can see, the trips is previewed via a calendar view, and the fleet is previewed with a gallery view here. And disclaimer, this I don't own any of these cars. These are only placeholders. It's just FYI. Okay, so let's go to the one of the sub pages that we have here, which is trips, because this is you're probably gonna spend most of your time here. So let's go to trips here. So trips by default is a table, and you can switch the view by clicking at this selection here. I've made three views: the table, board, and calendar. Usually, what I personally like is the table view for inserting the data, but after inserting the data, I like to switch it up with board and calendar view. It's just my personal preference, but you can do whatever you want. But let me explain to you what properties does each trip has. So the way that I record my trips is I just record the name of the renter, the car, and the status if it's ongoing, completed. It has a couple of options. It has ongoing, completed, not started, and you can add options if you want. I don't know if not done, and then create, but it's up to you. I usually just go with these three options. And trip duration, driver's license, if applicable, the starting miles, ending miles. Miles driven is a calculated property, so you don't have to actually like input it. You can just input starting miles and ending miles, and it will just calculate it for you. And then if your rental platform has a rating system, then this is the rating column. If you don't have a, if your platform doesn't have a rating system and you just want to hide it, you can click at this three dots over here, click properties, and then oh wait, not that, my rating, and you can just hide it. Depends, it's up to you. You can hide it, unhide it. My platform has a rating system, so I'll just show it here. And the income from that specific trip, the guest's phone number, the guest's email, and if you provide a delivery service or a pickup drop-up service, you can just put it here or just put your home address, whatever. Just put this, the way that I design it is wherever you want the guest to pick it up. Okay, so one note that I have to mention is the in the car column, this is actually connected to your fleet database, which we're gonna touch later. But I'm just gonna touch it later. I'm gonna show you another view. So that's the default view. Let's go to the board view. So the board view is your typical Kanban board view, which as you can see here, I can move these around so that I can, oh, okay, like this thing is not started, this trip is not started. And then when it does start, you can just move it to ongoing. And then when it's done, when you got your car back, you can put the trip here in completed. And the last view is the calendar view. So the calendar view is just a calendar, just shows you what the trip is going on. So I'm viewing this on an iPad, so it doesn't show you like the blocks over here. But if you see my materials, the materials on the screenshots on Gumroad, you'll see that on web view on desktop you can see the actual trips, like where it starts and when it ends. So that's a cool trick that that I realized that the desktop version is way more complete and better in general. But I'm just using an iPad to record this, just FYI. So as you can see here, you can see that, oh, okay, they have two trips here. This is using my 2020 Chevrolet Camaro, and another one was using my 2012 Volkswagen Beetle. Okay, so just to review, this is the trips, and this is where you record all your trips. Okay, so I forgot to mention this, but on the name, this is actually an individual page itself. So it's nice to like take notes like this guest was super awesome, car came back clean, and some other stuff. I made it super flexible so that you can put any notes that you want. Usually I just, just make some notes on how this trip went and what feedback that I got from the guests, but you can may put anything you want basically. Okay, so now we can go to the fleet page. If you remember in the trips page, we have a car column, and this column is actually connected to the fleet database, which means that the data that you input here are basically data taken from the fleet database. So as you can see here, if I click here, there's like 4 cars, and when we check the fleet page, and as you can see, there's also 4 cars here. I just added this Tesla just now to test something, and you can add the cars, you can add pictures. It's just as easy as doing splash and then do images, and you can upload an image or just do unsplash. And yeah, basically you'll go here and that will show up in the gallery view here. Okay, so now you know that the fleet page that's how it's connected to the trips page. So now I'm gonna give you a tour on the fleet page itself. So it has 2 views, table and gallery. The table view is just a simple table, you put your license plate, rental link, if it's the rental link is online. And if you remember, it's connected to the trips database, then it's gonna show up here. All of those trips it's connected to this car is gonna show up here. And also, a neat thing about this template, it also tracks the total income. So as you can see here, the total income for this car is this. And if we go to trips, wait a second. If we go to trips, so remember that number, okay? So 112. And if we go to trips, and we'll calculate the one with the Volkswagen. That's 43 plus $69. That's around 100 more. So that is actually the sum of these two. So that's one neat, feature that I implemented here so that you can see like, okay, if this car is performing well, this car is not, and so on. Another review is the gallery view. This is one of my personal favorite because you can see the preview of the car. This is kind of cool. And if you have pictures of your car, please use this to your advantage because I don't know, I just think it's cool. Okay, and these are actually individual pages too. So it's you can put whatever you want. I just put my surface records here. Re-put it there. If you're wondering how to make that, you can do slash and then do table. Do inline or full page, up to you. Do inline and then you can add some stuff. You can add view. You can do surface records or gas mileage, whatever. It's up to you. You can add some properties and stuff. If you don't want to do that, I'll leave one placeholder here and you can just duplicate. And then what you'll see here, oh, it's still importing, so it's gonna take a while. So there you go. Okay. And if you don't want to do that, you can just duplicate, change the name, 2013, 2013, something Tesla Model S, whatever you want, and change the picture and whatsoever. So yeah, that's the gallery view. Don't forget we have the table view, and it's connected to the total income, the trips, and so on. And that is the tour of the car rental dashboard Notion template. I hope that this will help you run your business. And if you like this, please share it with your fellow car rental, side hustlers. Share it on Facebook, share on Reddit, share it on like whatever forum that you're on. And if you really like it, you can buy it on Gumroad. You can leave me a tip or something whatsoever. Don't forget to leave a review on Gumroad too to help me in exposure. And yeah, I guess that's it. Thank you, and you have a good day.